what are his actual measures at this point on manufacturing, and give us a little handicapping of his ability to get them through?
Well, right now, President Trump behind the scenes has signaled to folks like Boeing, as well as Lockheed Martin, as well as manufacturing companies like Caterpillar, that he is willing to appoint more members to the Export-Import Bank. Now, this is a federally backed bank that is vehemently opposed by Tea Party conservatives who argue that it is little more than the government picking winners and losers in the marketplace. Supporters of the bank argue that it helps to feed the eco supply systems and spur economic growth. Now, Tea Party members in the last Congress were successful in blocking the ability of the bank to name members to the bank's board. As a result, they handicapped the bank, and the bank cannot approve any loans, Julie, above $10 million. So what President Trump can do is appoint one more member to the Export-Import Bank to allow corporations like Boeing, like Lockheed Martin, to begin to have international financing that these companies argue will help to promote job creation and job growth here in the United States. But here's where it gets interesting. I just received a statement from Representative Jim Jordan, the founding member of the House Freedom Caucus. He is an ultra-conservative on a host of issues, and what he told me is that, quote unquote, I fought against the Export-Import Bank for years and will continue to do so. EXIM is the definition of crony capitalism. Big business getting a special deal from big government at the expense of the American taxpayer. Additionally, as is often the case with government programs, the EXIM Bank is fraught with waste, fraud, and abuse and should be shuttered. So some tough talk right there from Representative Jim Jordan.
So can he get it done? Who will win in Trump versus Jim Jordan?
Well, this is the first policy wonk war that we're seeing between the Tea Party and the more centrist, moderate, if you will, on economic issues, members of the Republican Party. Here's where it gets also interesting is that Democrats are with the president on this. This is an initiative backed by groups like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And so yesterday, for example, I spoke with Representative Heidi Heitkamp. She has indicated that she's supportive of this. I also spoke with Republicans, and to further illustrate the division within the GOP on this, let's play a clip quickly of from Representative Chris Collins, the founding member of the Trump Caucus in the House of Representatives, about what he had to say about EXIM.
I came away smiling that I think it's going to move in a good direction. I don't want to get into particulars, but I felt good as a big supporter, the #1 supporter of EXIM. After the meeting, I felt very good about it.
So I can't stress this enough, the division within the Republican Party over this issue. It was a defining one. It actually was when we all remember when Senator Ted Cruz accused leader Mitch McConnell of being a quote-unquote liar. It was over the Export-Import Bank. This is going to get interesting.
Kevin, does this then sort of set, how pivotal is this one issue? Does it set the tone for the current power of the Tea Party in Congress?
Yes, this will be the first issue about whether or not the Tea Party, the base of the Republican Party, is willing to work with this administration on this issue. Because in order for President Trump to accomplish his legislative agenda, he needs, obviously, the Republican Party. However, it's also an opportunity for President Trump, for people like Steve Bannon, for people like Gary Cohn, to reach across the aisle and work with people like Senator Joe Manchin, work with people like Senator Heidi Heitkamp, and begin reaching across the aisle.